use NetSuite technologies to drive an inventory availability application using image space maps, similar to familiar sporting or theater events or airline seat selection applications. All of this is using NetSuite technologies, no integration to third-party services. Everything's hosted by NetSuite internally. We call this a cemetery application used for a cemetery for looking at space availability. Let's go into the application. We'll keep it simple by illustrating that we can look by two different parks, or we can actually look by available inventory status. We'll just drill into the park to illustrate the concepts. The image map supports all the available highlighting, as you would expect. Let's drill down into the Zion part of the park. We'll go ahead and select number 1. And here we get into the actual spaces and so forth. Pulling up a legend, we can see the various color coding and what it means. We can also show a pricing table, which would be used by the sales reps. We can toggle to see the various availability. If you watch the map below, you can see the color changing. And then hovering over the areas, we can show the various availability and status of information. In the map, we can actually do filtering further searches as necessary through the filtering system. And we can then print out information that can be used for walking through the park manually and giving to customers as they visit. The application was completely written by us, connected into the inventory system. Let me illustrate a little further how this works. It is a suitelet application written with NetSuite 2.0 technologies. I'd like to illustrate that the system uses mapping records for which we mapped into the environment. We'll go ahead and take a look at one of these records here. In essence, you'll see that there is coordinate information that illustrates information around the map. Effectively, the technologies that we bridged was mapping software technology to the image maps, and then from the image maps, we map that into the inventory system. Here we can see all the various images that are used for the various parks. These were all standard maps that the cemetery had on file from their engineering, mapping that into the application. And then ultimately, we connect this into the inventory system through a connection that we call properties into the NetSuite native inventory, and then information then is connected into the coordinate system that is used to help map where things are on the application. Thus, this is an illustration of the power of using the NetSuite platform to host an application with no need for third-party servers or for integration.